Hi there guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today you're watching the Co-op Career Mode episode number 7, I believe, today at the Italian Grand Prix. And as you can see, we are straight in the race, and what has happened here is I have lost the footage for qualifying, unfortunately. So we are starting from the grid here in the race, and we are starting from P20 on the grid after having an engine change. Here we go, 5 lights, and away we go, everybody. And it's a good start from us here, gaining on Mick Schumacher, looking to try and get that inside line for the very tight and twisty turns 1 and 2 here at Monza. And we dive straight up the inside of so many cars here. Wow, what a start. As we get a little warning there with Mazepin and Sebastian Vettel there, giving us a little bit of a shove out wide as he has Giovinazzi up the inside of him. But we go up the inside of Giovinazzi now, up to P12 already in this Grand Prix, and we're not even at the end of the first sector now. Here we go as we brake late and have to take evasive action across the chicane there. But it's looking good for us at the moment here, looking to try and tuck up behind Kimi Raikkonen in P11 ahead of us. And here we go now, down towards Ascari, as you can see, gaining all the time on Kimi Raikkonen, using that ERS to help us close up. But as you can see, as I've found all throughout my time on the F1 game, so many curbs have hampered me, and as a result made me lose time to the AI here. That, yeah, we are very, very happy indeed to gain all of that time back on Kimi Raikkonen, heading out of that last corner and slingshotting ourselves onto the start finish straight now. And it's looking good to get a move on Raikkonen before turn 1 here. He squeezes us and leaves us no space at all, but we absolutely lick the stamp and send it up the inside there, with Raikkonen giving us a cheeky little tap on the way through there for good measure.
Caution, caution. Be aware, there's an incident in the next.
And that's Charles Leclerc ahead of us. Charles Leclerc is out of the Italian Grand Prix with an engine failure. And while that's going on, we have absolutely mugged off Fernando Alonso, diving him up the inside there. And we are now up to P9 because of those two very important things that have happened in the Grand Prix within the space of about 2 seconds of each other here. And we're up right behind Yuki Tsunoda now, looking very good indeed. From P20 on the grid we started, and we're already up into P9 in this Grand Prix, and ever closer on Tsunoda. But a little tiny mistake out of Ascari once again, and we are on the back foot heading towards the last corner of the circuit here. But we are quite strong and do gain some time back on the AI, which is important. And we get a good run again out through the last corner, and we're using that ERS because we're falling a little bit behind here.
This lap, we can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
And are we close enough to get a move done here? We're going to go for it anyway, and we just about get there on Yuki Tsunoda, but he's fighting all the time, and he's actually retaken the place here. A good little ding-dong battle between ourselves and Yuki Tsunoda, and as you can see, we are not having none of it. Using our ERS to go back up the inside here. Our favourite overtaking place by the looks of it, as the last 2 cars we have overtaken have been both on that corner. But as you would have seen there, we did actually go straight over the curb. It absolutely sent us into the sky, which is something that I think you always have to be careful for, specifically with that corner. Taking it at the normal racing line, it is very, very easy to mess up and actually go over it like I just did there. But here we go, guys, heading towards the end of lap 3. We're in P8 at the moment, and it's all going swimmingly well. And that is until I do that.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
And here we go again, guys. We are out of another Grand Prix this season. It's just not going our way currently. And there we go, Pro Tominator 4 has retired from yet another race this season. But on the good side, as you will be able to see on your screen now, ladies and gents, our teammate Lando Norris is in P1. And he did actually get pole position as well, so it's showing the true pace that our car has. And even with ourselves having crashed there at the end of lap 3, we were in a very commanding position and had a lot of pace in the Grand Prix. And as you can see as well now, Tom is up in P2 in this race, showing that his Ferrari has some outlined pace, with Max Verstappen swarming all over the back of him at the moment. But Lando Norris looks to be in a world of his own out front as it currently stands. But Tom and Verstappen, second and third, looking to build a big gap now on Perez and Bottas. The two cars immediately behind them. But as we skip straight onto lap number 5 now, Tom has actually dropped behind Max Verstappen. And I believe what has happened there, as we go on board with Tom, is that I believe he had a bit of contact with Verstappen and lost parts of his front wing in result. And I think he will be coming into the pits at the end of this lap to change tyres and get that wing fixed so that he doesn't lose any more time. And that's exactly what he does here. So lap 6 coming on towards lap number... Oh no, it is lap number 6, sorry, excuse me. And Tom comes into the Ferrari pit box to strap on a set of medium tyres, and as you can see, indeed, taking that wing change here. And that could be very important for Tom if he still wants to score good points in this Grand Prix. As you can see, we cut to him coming out of the pit lane now, and he rejoins in plumb last as he is the only one who has actually pitted so far. But as we skip here later in the lap, and Tom has spun. Tom has spun on the corner that we got launched over earlier in the race. That has happened to Tom also, and Tom has spun round here. Will that affect his chance of getting good points in this Grand Prix? I think he has quite a pace advantage on at least 4th to 10th place, but will that have cost him a little bit of time here? And will he still be able to get that top 3 finish? And here we go now, cut into lap number 8. And here is our teammate Lando Norris still in the lead and actually building the gap here as he is coming towards the pits now, Lando Norris. And into the pits he comes with Max Verstappen continuing and claiming the lead of the Italian Grand Prix as our teammate comes in to strap on a set of medium tyres just like Tom did here. And a very swift stop, and he is out of the pit lane. A very good stop there from the McLaren team. My boys doing a good job for the McLaren left in the race. And out of the pit lane, Lando Norris comes here back in 3rd place. And that is Sebastian Vettel up in P2 in this Grand Prix. He, like Verstappen, has not pitted and is currently in front of Lando Norris. But cutting on to lap number 10 now, Tom is in P10 and has got past a lot of cars after they have pitted, but he is starting to form a little bit of a train there with 3 or 4 cars behind him, and looking forward to the cars in front of him, Alonso, Tsunoda, and we're on board with Pierre Gasly right now, trying to close in on that man, Lewis Hamilton. But Sebastian Vettel here has come into the pits and is coming out to rejoin very closely to Tom here. Will he be able to stay in front, or will Tom have the edge? It's going to be very close into turn 1, but Tom goes for it right round the outside and pulls off a stunning overtake on Sebastian Vettel. As we cut to lap 11, and the action has not stopped there, as the battle for P3, Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez going ding-dong for that last place on the podium. Valtteri Bottas currently able to hold on, as we look at Max Verstappen, the complete opposite, and also Lando Norris, both in 2 separate leagues of their own. Lando Norris way out in front, nearly at 5 seconds the gap now. But here we go, as I was talking about it, Perez versus Bottas, and Perez with DRS has gone straight up the inside of Bottas, and Gasly has also got past Lewis Hamilton here into turn 1 as well. Oh, so many battles. And cutting onto the start of the last lap here, Bottas is having his say. He is not done. He wants that podium, and he says to Sergio Perez, nope, I am having this podium. I am coming straight through. Thank you very much. and Bottas gets through there. But as you can see on the time screens, Fernando Alonso has got past Yuki Tsunoda, and Fernando Alonso is now up to P7 in this Grand Prix. But what a Grand Prix it has been for this man, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, after 7 Grand Prix in this co-op career mode, McLaren have won a Grand Prix. Lando Norris has won the Italian Grand Prix with the fastest lap on the last lap of the Grand Prix to show how much pace we truly had in that race, McLaren. What a win. Wow.
And a thoroughly deserved win in Italy after another excellent Grand Prix. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving...
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
What a great day out there today. Let's talk about what happened. It was more like dodgems. I think it's great how much your team has been focused on developing your car. Your teammate took the number... What was your teammate's secret? Great, well that's everything.
And here we are now then, in the hub, looking to do some upgrades and make our car even faster for next weekend at the Singapore Grand Prix. We currently have 1,900, I believe, and 99 resource points that we are using on our chassis, because our chassis is the weakest part of our car at the moment, and we're looking to have a big upgrade, as you can see on the vehicle performance comparison chart, that would take us above Tom. So we skip on to claim our weekly resource points and see if we can do anything else. But here we go, heading through, and we're at the 16th currently, and now on the 20th we pick up our resource points, but we don't stop there, we go straight on to see if our upgrade works. But
we had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
And you heard it there, it failed, but we skip on again to the 30th, where we look to get our rear floor upgrade, but we do realise we have enough points to redevelop and fix our upgrade that went wrong. So here we are now, onto the 30th, we get that upgrade complete, and we're here for the Singapore Grand Prix. So I think, guys, that now is the end of the episode. Next time out will be the Singapore Grand Prix. If you did like the video, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know if you'd like to see any other games or other content that you'd like to see on this channel. I have a few in mind that I might bring out sometime soon. And yeah, there we go, guys. Kimi Räikkönen is retiring from the sport, but yeah, Tom's link as always will be down below in the description. And yeah, thank you very much, guys. Stay safe. Take care. See ya.